Okay, this is for a 2014 Toyota Tacoma. This is going to be how to wire the factory backup camera into an aftermarket head unit. If you've taken out your Toyota stereo already, you know that this plug, which is on the right side of the stereo, has your camera wiring. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and cut it with enough distance so that you can rewire it if needed when you go to sell the truck or at some other point in time if you'd like to put the factory stereo back in. So cut it, take it off, and you've got 4 wires on here. You have a red, a white, a black, and then a taped black, which is actually a bare wire. And I'll show you what you need to do to wire those up to an aftermarket stereo. You're going to need a RCA plug, just a standard RCA video plug. Cut it or get it bare, and there's going to be 2 wires inside that RCA plug. There's the positive, which is on the inside, and then the negative, which is around the outside. And typically the outside is wrapped, either braided or wrapped around the outside of the cable. So you're going to separate those two. And those, you see I've got 3 connections here. I'll explain all of them in a second. The 2 cables from the RCA is going to go, the center one is your voltage positive. That's, your camera positive. That's going to go to the red wire here. I don't know if you can see that there. That's the center. The outside of this cable is actually camera ground, and that is going to be braided together with the bare cable and the white cable. So there's actually 3 connections in this middle one. I don't know if you can see that very well, but we've got the outside of the video cable together with the white and the bare cables from the factory harness. And then the 3rd cable is the black cable, and that is actually voltage positive for the camera. And so what you're going to do with that one, the black cable, you're going to run a jumper wire over to your orange wire of your harness, your red wire of your harness, which is going to be switched power. So what that's going to do is that's going to then turn on the backup camera when the ignition is turned on. And it's not going to be constant. Your orange cable is constant power, or yellow cable is constant power. Red cable is switched power. So that will also allow you to view a trailer while you're driving the car, so that the camera constantly has power when the ignition is turned on. And the last thing you need to do is take your reverse indicator, which is your purple and white wire, and run it through the dash, down underneath your glove box. Go ahead and slide under there. Right here you can see this red wire right immediately next to the right of this yellow wire. You're going to tap into that red wire there using a T-tap, and that's your reverse indicator. So what's going to happen is when you shift the truck into reverse, it's then going to send a signal to the head unit, tripping the head unit to display the rear camera. All right, I'm in neutral. I'm going to shift into reverse. I got to put the camera down. You'll hear the car beep. Truck beeps, and now we've got our reverse image. So there you go.